Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the month of November 2016. Welcome to your reading for the month of November 2016. This month, definitely check out astrojar.com. We're doing a lot of work on the site this month, and actually throughout the month of November, we're doing a ton of updates and things like that. So it's a great time to see what is going on there. But having said that, let's see what is coming up for you this month of November. Yeah, looks very interesting, I have to say. Let's see why all this is coming up. Definitely, I would say, number one, watch your health. Number two, take more risks. You start off with the Five of Spades. You have the Five of Spades, and you have the Eight of Spades as well. So watch your health and watch overdoing things this month. That's, I would say, the main message. Like, over drinking or, over anything. Just be careful of overindulging, basically. Eight of Spades can be a card of overindulgence, and it can definitely lead to some issues and things like that, especially if you have pre-existing conditions and things like that. Like, for example, I know that interestingly enough, gout is a condition that can affect Leos in particular. And, if you drink a lot, then obviously and you have gout or something like that, it can flare up. So be careful of all those things. Having said that, Five of Spades is definitely a card of needing to take more risks and needing to do risky things. I think, Leo, this month, I think you are one of the signs that has a very specific message, which is interesting because Aries, which I just did a little while ago, also had a very singular kind of message for the month, like maybe like one thing to focus on. So, which happens from time to time for different signs and things like that. But yours is take more risks, be open to opportunity, because I think you're going to have a lot of them and in a bunch of different areas. I also think you're going to have old opportunities, kind of maybe that you think that you lost, coming back to you this month. So that could be very exciting. You could be getting some second chances. You end with the card of second chances this month. So there could be some definite, like I said, second chances this month. A lot of you could be receiving larger checks as well this month, or a large check, something along those lines. Or a lot of you could also be working on like an inheritance or something like that. Like if you are involved in some sort of inheritance type situation, you could be doing some of that legal work, some of that pre-inheritance work. I don't know what you call that, but I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that has to be done in those situations. So again, a lot of you could be working on that, and I would say that a lot of you could actually be finding out that things are going to work out really well. Maybe you're going to get more than you expected, or again, just things are just going to kind of work out very smoothly in that situation. This is also a card that says, again, take risks. Like if it's a card that says large checks could be coming to you. It doesn't say that they're just going to magically appear or anything like that, but it says like if you're at work and there's like some crazy opportunity for a promotion or something like that, even if you don't feel like you're qualified, you should take advantage of it. It's also a card that like says, again, like if you own your own business and there's like and maybe you have clients or something, and maybe there's some big client that you could get, it says go for it this month. You could very well secure something much better than you could have ever have like imagined. So definitely do that. It's also a great card for spending money and making money. So again, if you're involved in business or something and you're involved in marketing or anything like that where you have to spend money to see a return, very good card for all of that. Next, you have the Seven of Spades. I think a lot of you are actually letting a lot of stuff go, which is good. I actually don't look at this as a bad card. Sometimes I think that it can be a card of letting emotions go and, kind of releasing some emotions. So I think a lot of you could be doing that this month, and it would be a good thing for you to do. Also, be careful with friends this month. I would say Seven of Spades can involve arguments with friends. You also have the Two of Spades, could involve arguments with friends. So definitely avoid arguments with friends. And also if you live with somebody, definitely no arguing this month, even if you're right, just let it go and don't try to be right this month, because that could cause some issues and things like that. This is also a card of being very diplomatic. So it's a card that says, like, if you're having some problems, if you're trying to get something going in your life, and there's some obstacles, being very diplomatic or looking at the other side could actually help you, not hinder you. A lot of people look at this card as an obstacle, but really it's about seeing the other side to a problem and then working backwards from there, kind of, and that's how you get it to work. Next, you have the Eight of Spades. So again, watch your health. No overindulgence. Definitely take care of yourself. And again, this is a card that brings up problems when we overindulge, when we eat too much, drink too much, party too much, all of those things. So be careful of all of that. And this is also a card of working too much as well. This card can represent a time where you need to take a break, where you just need a vacation or something like that. So a lot of you maybe need to take some breaks and things. Also, with this card, I always tell people, try to be super flexible with people this month. Just know that when an Eight of Spades comes up, it's kind of like Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong probably will. So just try to be super flexible, especially with other people. If you have, if people are, you have people coming to work on your house or something like that, and they're supposed to be there at a certain time, they're probably not going to be, those are all the things that can happen. So just try to be flexible with people, and just know that your plans are probably going to get broken this month with this card. Next, you have the King of Diamonds. Great card for money and stability coming into your life. Also great for dealing with higher-ups, bosses, and things like that. A lot of you could be working with bosses, working with new bosses, working with old bosses, and trying to get things going there. And even if you're retired or something along those lines, or even if you're not retired, great card for looking at your finances and looking at how you can make your finances grow, looking for new opportunities and investments, and things like that. I wouldn't even say savings. King of Diamonds is more he wouldn't save money per se, like in a bank. He would look at that and be like 1% interest. What is that? That's what the King of Diamonds would say. He's looking for, investments in real estate and in new businesses and things like that. So a lot of you could be very much focused on those things. And finally, you have the Three of Clubs. And the Three of Clubs is a great card of second chances. A lot of you could be getting second chances at some things, or at least seeing a return on some old things that you thought you missed. Business opportunities, relationship opportunities, spiritual opportunities, all sorts of things. So it looks like a rather exciting month. Even with those spades cards, the spades cards you have are actually rather easy to overcome compared to the other ones in the deck. So it still looks like a great month. Definitely, and be cooperative. I would say look at everything, look at both sides of everything this month, and try to find middle ground at everything you'll do, and you'll be very successful with anything that you want this month. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your November.